Welcome, Gods of War fans, to our next podcast. As we promised you on the release of our last one, we've got Themba, the answer Garimbo, coming up, and myself and Terence were fortunate enough to catch up with him on a Zoom meeting. Last week already. Time flies, eh?
Yeah.
Last week, but firstly, for this broadcast, we welcome on board our first sponsor, Settlers Butchery. Myself and Terence will be snacking on some lovely cabanossi, some droewors, and some beef biltong. The beef biltong, the little bit of pink on the inside there is amazing, perfect. A little bit of fat on the side there. Terence is munching away. He's enjoying it. Listen, you guys, pull into Settlers Butchery. They're on the corner of Van Eyck Street and Loonville Road. If you haven't been there, I've been going there since I was a little boy.
Yeah, I think the first time I was brought about 94, 95. We stayed in a nightclub. I used to buy my rivals by him. And some of the best steaks in PE, and that's no lie. Rams are awesome.
I'll add to that. Not just that. If you haven't tried his pork neck steak, go for his honey mustard pork neck steak. It is out of this world. Hy is moer lekker op 'n braai. Gooi hom op die kolle. You will not regret it. And listen, you guys, on Saturday, you and I might pull in there for a brew. We want you guys to all please support Jared and his team. He's doing a charity drive on Saturday, just outside of the butchery itself, where all the proceeds of the Boereworsrol sales will go to those with mental disability houses like Lake Farm, etc. So, guys, please pull in there, support this man. And Jared and your team, thank you very much for supplying us this lekker steaks.
Thank you so much.
We're going to run it back and watch the podcast. You guys as the fans must enjoy. You'll see who lost a bet. We know who lost the first bet that we did. Yeah. You can definitely see who lost on a much bigger scale when you see the podcast coming up. So, listen, you guys, from my side, enjoy it. Leave us a comment. Tell me what you think. Any follow-up questions you guys want us to ask Themba. Pull into Settlers this weekend. We might catch you there. TC?
Yeah. Local is lekker.
Absolutely. Enjoy the podcast, guys.
Support the local guys. Like Monty Cover taught us anything is to support the small businesses, the local guys and PE.
Absolutely.
And thanks, Jared and Settlers Butchery, for supporting us. We really appreciate it.
100%.
Thanks a lot.
And enjoy the podcast, guys. Here's Themba, the answer, Garimbo.
They say the Welterweight division is full of these crazy guys that can fight, that can do this. Right now, I'm the champ. You need to earn it to fight me, because I will end you the hard way.
So your slogan is I'm a winner and I win. We all watch it. We know that's the Themba Garimbo slogan, and I learned that the hard way. Myself and another friend of mine, he's also a ref and involved with Gods of War, Willie van Niekerk, who we always watch all the EFC fights together. Terence joins us. We always make a big thing about it. We have a braai, we might have a drink or two with it, and we support the boys, But the one day, we all chip in money to play super bets. And the one day, myself and my friend Willie, we were on this ridiculous string. And if the string was hitting, I think we were all, myself and Willie would have each made about 13,000 Rand. And there was a fight between a guy by the name of Themba Garimbo versus Jose Dedinha de Rocha as the main event. And we picked the Rocha.
Yeah.
you taught us a good lesson. That was
I'm sorry, man. This funny. You must ask me first.
that was the last time
man.
we ever. I don't think we'll ever go against you ever again. We were super impressed. We were very, very impressed. And I think myself and Willie might have had one or two more drinks just to get over the shock. But you did so well in the Dorosha fight, and to see the camaraderie afterwards, you guys sharing a meal, that was awesome to watch.
Yeah, man. Firstly, I'm sorry that I made you lose a lot of money, but it comes with the price, man. Like,
no,
you should have asked me first. There was no way Jose was going to beat me. There was no way Jose was going to beat me,
I know that now, and I'm sorry that I went against you. I learned a very expensive lesson.
Yeah, sorry, man. It is awful, brother. No love lost. Understand it, come to the prize and you paid it and you learn your lesson and looking forward to the future. Next time, just put money on me.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying now. So in the future, we'll just back you with the money and we can win the 13 back like that.
On the next fight, I probably will be the underdog because we're pushing to fight Gideon Drosti for the middleweight title. So I think they'll put me as an underdog of some sort. Now, man, if you want to make some money, put money on me again.
Now, interesting story there, Terence. I'm going to bring you in with some questions now. But when we did our first Gods of War event, which was I think 3-4 years ago, our amateur event, Gideon, we know Gideon well as Gods of War because he came down to Gods of War 1, and he was actually our guest referee for the main event of the evening. So one of his fighters came to fight.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, one of his fighters came to fight one of Chris Bright's guys, Shane Higgins, who's also fought at EFC. And Gideon was the guest ref. So I'm thinking we should tag him in this podcast and you can send a message to him. And I know you've been calling him out and saying it's nothing personal. He must sign the contract. I would love to see that fight.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to stay relevant, in this sport. The only way up is staying relevant. If you're not fighting, you gotta find a way to stay relevant. And for me, trying to fight Gideon Drosti now, it's not personal. There's nothing personal, except when we both get in that cage. Now I have to win, he has to lose. Yeah. That's how I think. But other than that, nothing. I just want him on my resume. Like I just want him on my record. Yeah. To say I've beaten the guy that was the light heavyweight champion, and he's gonna win a very good win at the midweight against Janelle Evans. So I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy that can beat the former light heavyweight champion. And who knows? With the pandemic, the reason why I'm coming back here to EFC, like I had contracts, but my main goal, I had contracts somewhere else and stuff like that. But my main goal is to fight in the UFC, and the UFC contract was not yet offered to me. I mean, it has not yet offered to me. They've said to me, Themba, we want to sign you. We like you so much, but right now our roster is bloated, and the minute we get an opening, we are going to sign you. And the only time they can get an opening is when they go back to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi. Okay. Or I had a show in Singapore, but I can't bank on that either. So I have to stay relevant, stay winning. And when the time is right, when the UFC calls me, I'll be in a better position than I am right now. And I'll have options. That's why I also want to go up to middleweight, because then I can say to them, look here, I fought at lightweight, welterweight, and middleweight. You can give me any fight between those three divisions, as like on a short notice. I can fight. I don't know about fighting lightweight, but I can fight welterweight and middleweight at short notice. Yeah. So yeah, it's not personal, me calling out Gideon. Yeah. I just want a guy with a good record like he has. I mean, when you look at it on the landscape of South Africa MMA currently, with the middleweight division, there is really nobody else that can add value to my record except Gideon Drosti. And I'm doing him a favor in all honesty, I'm the champion. I'm the short caller here. Yeah. The champion. He's not the champion. There's no champion at middleweight. There's no champion at light heavyweight. He's a former champion. I'm giving him a shot at my spotlight. And look, it's a risk for me. It's a risk for me, but I know how hard I work. I know how much work I put in. So as much as it is a risk, I know I'll shine and I'll win in spectacular fashion. And that's why Gideon is someone I want to fight. And Graham is working on the fight. And I hope he accepts it. I think he will accept it. Weight might be an issue for him. I said to Graham, you don't have to pay me. Pay him whatever you want. Pay him. just pay my coaches. For me, they must just pay my coaches whatever my coaches want for my training. So my coaches can be here every day. You know, like I pay per sessions with my training, my coaches. They can pay for my coaches, everything else I sort of myself. I just want to make history, become a 2-division champion. Yeah. I mean, and I'll be this close to making like to be the 3-division champion in EFC, something that has never been
never been achieved.
Something that has never happened, because beating a light heavyweight at middleweight puts me in a very good spot to like confidence, like puts me in a very good position to say, hey, you know what? I want that other title too.
Yes. To come in there, I mean, it bodes well for you if you hold 2 belts in the EFC. We saw that with Dalcha Langwembula, when he got 2 titles, he moved on to the UFC. Same with Drickus. So holding 2 belts in 2 divisions sort of doesn't knock on the UFC door. It stamples the whole thing down, and you fall with it into the living room of the UFC. You know.
Yeah. So you see, that's the thing. Like, to be honest with you. The UFC wanted to sign me. They offered me a fight in July against Nicholas Dobby. There were issues with the visa, traveling and stuff like that. So the fight didn't happen. It didn't materialize, and there was no contract that was offered in terms of like I was not in a position to travel. Yeah. Because you know it was July, it was still level 5 if I'm not mistaken, level 4, level 5 type of thing. So there was no plans coming out of South Africa, and it was more of a hard way for them to get me out of South Africa. And imagine, you're not a superstar, you're just a debutant. They can get another debutant somewhere else and replace you. So I understand. And then we worked for October, and they said to me, just stay ready. I switched management, I got to new management, and we worked, man. But I've been working so hard for so long that I can't keep on waiting on something that I know will happen no matter what. Yeah. So fighting and staying relevant. And look, personally, like, I'll be saving the show here with the EFC. With the pandemic, they're not. EFC is not in a very good position currently, and everyone should understand that. But most fighters won't, because they are not in a position to understand what EFC is going through right now. So I want to be that guy, like, save the show, bring attention back to EFC, bring the action back. I closed the show in March last year, and I want to open it again, you know. Yeah. At the expense of my career. My career is at risk right there, firstly. I'm not getting paid. I have offered them, I don't want to get paid. I want to show them I don't do this for money. I do this because I love it. I'll make money when I become a champion in the UFC. I'll make money, my money will come. But for now, the most important thing is to keep winning and to stay relevant. You can stay relevant with the Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, but when people don't see you fighting, they don't believe what you know. Yeah. These things expire. So I need to fight, and then I can show people that it's not just talk. Yeah, I can also walk the walk, you know.
That's it.
We've done a bit of research on you, but obviously we want to ask you some questions that the fans would also like some answers, So, one of the questions I'd like to ask on behalf of the fans is, can you explain what the Mamba mentality is?
The Mamba mentality, you see right there behind me.
Yeah, we see it.
Those are the fights. Those are the fight shows that I used against Jose De Rocha.
Ah, that's why it hurts. That's why it hurts, Themba. That's why it
hurts. Yeah.
I know. Mamba mentality is the mindset that Kobe Bryant had when he was playing during his playing days, and it's a mindset that he cultivated over years, and he wanted to be the best of the best. And it's the same thing with me. And when I looked at his documentaries and his interviews and everything that he has ever done, I can go word for word on any of his interviews, word for word, And when I look at that, I just see myself as Kobe Bryant, I'm like, what, this guy thinks exactly the same way I think. And I've not been taught, and I'm still on my way up, and I'm already thinking like that. So the sky's the limit for me. And you know what? I wanna actually add on to his legacy and become that ruthless guy that can be a nice guy outside of the ring and stuff like that. But when it comes to competition, I'm very competitive. You can put us on a table to eat and drink water right now. I want to finish first. I'm obsessed with winning. You know, I wanna finish first at anything. I want to be the best of the best, and that's the Mamba mindset. The Mamba mindset is like trying to be the best version of yourself every single day, like, and always working. Try outwork, and don't make no excuse. Make a plan. Like that's how I do. That's how I always say. Don't make excuses. Make a plan, because if you want to make excuses, excuses will find you. They are always there, but plans, not so much.
Yeah.
So that's why, like for me, Mamba mindset is the mindset that I have from Kobe Bryant, and I'm applying it in my life. I'm applying it in my life so that I can inspire the people around the world as well. You know that, hey man, you know this kid, he did this, he's got this money, causing Mamba mentality, so that the legacy of Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bryant, lives on and lives on. You know, from me to somebody. I'm sure there's so many people that live the Mamba mindset, and happen to just be one of them.
Perfect.
And another thing I'd like to ask you, I know your ring name is the answer, your cage name is the answer, but you said there were talks in the past that you wanted to change it to the Mamba. Any input on that?
My nickname is the answer, Themba Garimbo. To change to the Mamba, you know, the nickname has been taken by some people that don't deserve to own that. The Mamba. There's guys that call themselves the Mamba, and they've used it and they're using it, and you know, it's sort of like disrespect to what Kobe has represented. I'm not sure if they were taking it from him. If they are taking it from him, most people, I look at them, I evaluate them. I don't judge, but I can evaluate people, and I can look through things and see if they really do live the Mamba mindset or are the real Mamba, you know. Then I'm like, you know what? I'll keep my nickname, the answer. It's got a meaning to it, and I'll keep it. I'll just leave the mindset, Mamba mindset, and I'm ruthless. When I get in the cage, I'm ruthless. I'm not there to play games with nobody. I'm there to. I don't want to hate you. I don't want, like, if I'm fighting a person, I don't want to hate the person, but I would do what's necessary for me to win.
That's
no matter how.
Yeah, if I can come in there, that is something. Now, obviously, we work with amateur athletes in Gods of War. Now, we've had a few people who've come through Gods of War and the events that we've done that has fought at the EFC, guys like Shane Higgins, who was at lightweight. I don't know if you know Adrian Sanchez at lightweight from Cape Town. He fought at Gods of War. Cedric Mbala, who's also been up there, and there's that mindset that you just mentioned, where you say once you're in that cage and the cage door closes, you're ruthless, and that is the switch that from our side as promoters of the event and hosting amateur events, you can see the guys that have got that mindset. You can see the guys that step in there, and it's like a switch flips. The nicest guys outside of the cage, the nicest guys. But when they're in there and they flip that switch, those are the guys that we see transcending.
Yeah, man, it is something. Not a lot of people have it, and a lot of people can fake it. Just know that, like, they can screech and say, "Hey, you know what?" But when fire comes for fire fights fire. Like when you collide with someone with the same mindset, then you'll see the guys drowning, you know. So, like, for me, I fought with one arm. I've been through worse in my life, and fighting is the easiest thing for me to do. It's just nerve-wracking, but it's the easiest thing for me to do. Like, what is the worst thing that can happen to me in the fight? Yeah. Like, what is that's the thing that I always ask myself. What's the worst thing that can happen to me? What? Losing? I'm not going to lose, but that's the worst thing that can happen to you, right? I'm in there to win, and I'll win whatever way that I need to do to win, you know, like, If I'm gonna play pity pacha nice and win just by boring, I'm gonna do that. But if I have a goal like I have now to get in the UFC, I wanna get in the UFC on a rise like this. I don't wanna go in the UFC, fight 10 fights, 20 fights, and get a title shot. I wanna get in the UFC. My first 4 fights, I wanna get 4 fights. The 5th fight should be a title fight. And you know, Lord bless heavens, like I hope Kamaru Usman keeps winning. I want to fight Kamaru Usman. He's my, like, we talk. Me and Kamaru, we talk. We are people, you know, we talk. He follows me on Instagram. I follow him on Instagram. We talk and all that stuff. But I just pray he keeps winning. I want him to keep winning. I want him to keep winning.
What did you think of his performance the weekend? It was outstanding. Eh?
I knew he was going to win. I was screaming at the top of my voice. I wanted him to win, and I want him to do so well, because when I go in the UFC and I take that belt from him, it's going to be like a big brother passing the torch to the young brother, and I'm going to take over and I'm going to do just like, or triple like he's doing now. So I want to take the belt from him. I'll put the stones out there. Me versus Kamaru Usman in the motherland, mother city. I'm going to take that belt from him. Maybe 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I don't know. But that's the fight. When he fights, it's like I'm fighting. I message him, I talk to him, I'm like, Kamaru, bro, we must work. We talk and stuff like that. You know, like he must keep working, because you know what? It's not like I want to take his shine or anything like that. I just want him to do well. I don't want him to lose. I don't want to take the belt when I get in the UFC from somebody else. Accept him, you know.
Yeah. Just watch out for that jab. Just watch out for that jab. He's got a ruthless jab.
Not a jab. It's actually not a jab. You know what?
It's straight right. It's just straight right.
No, so Kamaru Usman is a right-handed guy. And when he switches to southpaw, then his power hand, the right hand, becomes a jab. And then people are deceived, like they think that it's the jab. No, that is power hand. So I already have a plan for that. The minute he switches, you gotta kick him straight away. You gotta Colby Covington, if he fought him the same way he fought Robbie Lawler, always kick that power hand. Always kick that power hand. Like, if I'm gonna fight Kamaru, the minute he switches to southpaw, I'm gonna start not jabbing back. I'm gonna kick, disturb that right hand until he goes back to the power, to the thing. But that's how I just see it. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But when the time comes, I will shine. Mark my words.
Well, listen,
when I'm myself and when I'm happy, like even when I'm not happy, but you know, I'm human. When I'm myself, most importantly, when I'm myself, when I can express myself the way I want, like I can go on Instagram and say whatever I want, and I can post whatever I want. I'm not controlled by anybody. My mind is not governed, and I'm free. That freedom, that you can do whatever you want. My man, I'm dangerous. I tell you this. I'm dangerous. I'm grateful that I lost those 2 fights. I'm grateful that I also managed to come back and open my own gym, that I can control and do things my way, and things that I've learned from previous experience with other gyms that are not right, to provide a good platform for the guys that I train with and the guys that train at the gym. I'm human, I'm not perfect, but I can seek perfection and I can learn from other people's mistakes and my own mistakes. So that's one thing I can tell you. When I am happy, free, I'm dangerous. And nobody, I will win until I retire. Just know that. I will win until I retire.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? One of the things that I want to ask you is how important is the actual brotherhood and the connection in the gym to the team mentality too, because especially this is a message we try and convey to the images, because every week they're in a different bloody gym. So how important is the brotherhood and building up an ethical relationship amongst each other and building a team? How important is that to being a winner?
Most importantly, the people have mistaken this. There's no brotherhood in this whole game. There's no brotherhood. Let's be honest. People want to huggy for Instagram. They want to kissy for Facebook. so that they can portray an image to the outside world and stuff like that, that, oh, we are tight, we are this. Everyone is like, this is a lonely sport. This is a one-man show sport. And I always say this to the guys in the gym, that this is a lonely sport. I can help you get ready for a fight. But when it comes to fighting, you still have to fight you have to still fight yourself, you know. And most people try to fake it. That's the biggest problem. Faking it and say we are brotherhood, we are this, we are that. Guys, let's be honest, like, you can find friends, you can make friends, but this whole thing of brotherhood and stuff like that, for me, from my own personal experience, I don't think it exists, man. I think it's just a fake world. MMA is a mean sport, man. People, from the fans to the coaches to you'll be lucky to find people that can work with you how can I say it? You have to come to an understanding with the people around you that, hey, listen here, it's this for that, you know? And most people, I don't know, brother, they portray an image that is very wrong out there. That say, oh, we are brother, we are this, we go for a coffee, we go for this and that. I can tell you, I do this all the time with my friends at the gym. Like with Jamat, when we are in the gym, we wanna hate each other. When we are training, you will think that we will never talk again outside. But that's something that we have a mutual understanding and agreement. Like, you know, we have an unsigned agreement, you know, like we just look at each other, we know we gotta give each other, sort of like giving each other the best. I don't want to lose to him, he doesn't want to lose to me. Simple and plain. He's a winner and I'm a winner, and we meet halfway and we get the best out of each other. And that's something that I can say, okay, cool, you have to find people that suit you, that have got the same mindset as you, but don't go out there seeking brotherhood and love and stuff like that. This is a mean sport. You gotta be sharp with who you associate yourself with. And if you seek brotherhood and love and like that, you're gonna be wandering around for a very long time.
What I want to find out from you is, they say that the toughest fight, we hear it from all the pros, we see it with the amateurs. So first I want to ask you, is the fight against the scale to lose weight really the toughest fight? And sorry, there it comes with a 10-minute time frame left there. So I want to find out from you, is this fight against the scale the toughest fight? What weight do you walk around at, and how do you cut the weight?
My toughest cutting weight is not a problem for me when I fight 77 kgs. When I used to go to 69, it was hard for me, but I wouldn't train hard because I'm always eating these green vegetables. I walk around 82 kgs, but now that I'm going up to middleweight, I'm getting up. I'm 83 now. So the scale is not my toughest fight. My toughest fight is getting a fight that I want.
Okay.
You know,
perfect.
My toughest fight is getting the fight and signing. My other toughest fight is signing the contract. I get nervous when I sign the contract because I know there's no turn back now. You know, I know I'm going all the way, and yeah, that's the only thing that is tough for me. But I embrace it. I love it.
Good. I want to also ask you, your cheat meal. What is the cheat meal for Themba the Answer Garimbo? If you've got a chance and you take an off day, what do you eat?
I don't have a cheat meal, brother. I eat whatever I want.
Okay.
Obviously, like when I'm fighting, when I'm closer to the fight, then I will not eat like chips and stuff like that. But if I feel like I'm gonna have chips now, remember I don't cut weight. I walk down to 77 kgs. You know, I don't cut weight at all. So like, I don't have a cheat meal. I eat. That's why I can train as hard as I can, because I can eat whatever I want. If I feel like I'm gonna eat pap, I'm gonna eat pap. If I feel like I'm gonna eat rice, I eat pap every day. When I eat greens, that's my cheat meal.
Do you have a message for the amateurs out there that's still struggling with COVID and battling with training, with the gyms closing down? Do you have a message out there for the amateurs?
A message for the amateurs out there for me is that just keep working, believe in yourself, and you control what you can control. And if you can't control certain things, use what you have. Do the best with what you have. If the gym is closed, go run and run. Watch tapes, watch videos, copy and paste. Like, you can become a champion without even training in the gym. That's what I'm gonna say, if you have the right mindset. So for any amateur or even pros, just keep working, believe in yourself. Always know that there's other million people that want what you want. And what will make you special is how you can improvise on opportunities and things when bad things happen and things like this are happening. If you can make a plan and stay in shape, stay strong, stay ready, and when your opportunity comes, hard work will never go to waste. That's the most important thing. Hard work will never go to waste. If you keep working hard, one day that hard work will pay off. It might not pay off, like I always say, in the field that you are in right now, but it will come in full circle and it will pay off no matter what. Hard work does pay off and it goes a long way. So I would just say to any amateur out there, keep working hard, keep believing in yourself, do what you can with what you have. The grass is not green on the other side. Water where you stand and you will see the results.
Do you guys have an amateur team? And when we are allowed to have events again, would you ever consider visiting us down here in PE to come and check out Gods of War?
I think you're allowed to have events already, right?
Yes, it's just we kind of need the bums on seats to pay for the bills. So under the current restrictions, you know, we can't. There's no way we can have an event and break even at this point.
Yeah, we have a team. We have a team with amateurs and pros, man. We just train together, all of us, and yeah, for sure, man. Like I always say to the amateur guys in the gym that fight. Amateur titles and amateur records don't mean shit, man. It's like, I'm sorry, but I'm swearing, but it is the
you
truth.
Can say
amateur records don't mean shit.
Themba, you can ask Terrence and you go follow on the podcast. When Terrence and I have a podcast, and sometimes look, we're not fighters, we're fans. We train a bit of fighting, we do everything else, but we're not competing. If we want to swear, we swear. If we want to smoke while we have a chat, we enjoy a smoke exactly like old Joe Rogan does. You're free to say whatever you want.
Man. Yeah, so I'm telling you, like, amateur records don't mean shit. So if any of the guys at the gym, if you guys have an event, have an invite, yeah, why not? Why not do it, man? Like, amateur records don't mean shit. Just go and fight so that you can get used to fighting. When you turn professional, then that's when you need to be smart and calculated and know what, okay, this fight, that fight, you know, because yeah, like I said, it's a mean sport. You gotta know that you gotta look after yourself when you turn professional.
Yes. Well, we're definitely gonna extend you that invite to come to PE. After the event, I'll make sure we'll find some like a dance spots for you as well, so we can check out those moves.
PE, do you know that I turned professional in PE? My first professional fight was in PE at the Boardwalk Casino.
Really? Against who?
Yeah.
I fought Sydney Mukholo, and I dislocated my shoulder 7 seconds into the fight, and I woke up in hospital. I won the fight, but I dislocated my shoulder 7 seconds into the fight, fought with one arm, triangled him and finished him, and woke up 2 o'clock. I remember woke up, I don't know what hospital is it. 2 o'clock, I looked at the watch, and it was 2 o'clock when I woke up.
Yeah, what fight? I caught a small section. What fight was it where you pulled your shoulder back in the cage? You grabbed on the cage and you actually pushed your shoulder back.
That was in EFC. So it's 2 fights that I put my shoulder out. It was one in EFC, Charles Vesserman, and Sydney Mukholo was the hardest one because it has never happened. Like, my shoulder had never popped until up to that day. And it was on my pro debut, and I was owing my cousin money, and I had to pay rent the following day. I was like, I'm not losing, man. I became an accountant during the fight. I was like, if I lose this fight, I'm getting 4,000 rands, and I have to pay my manager this money, and I'm gonna pay my cousin this money. Then this basically I'll be fighting for free. I said no, I had to win, and I made a decision, and I won, man. When you put your mind to something and you want it so bad, it will happen no matter what.
Yes.